Hi and welcome. You've taken your first step of your 30-day challenge, and that's showing up. What they say, 90% of success is showing up. Well, you're here and good on you. Before we start, a little bit of housekeeping. Keep your eye out for an email that comes in, and open it up, there'll be a confirmation link to click, and that just sort of formally takes you into the database to receive our information. Now, this is done as an internet security measure. It's called double opt-in, and it stops like a automatic process just throwing loads and loads of names. It ensures that an individual did this, so it's for your protection. Now, I'd like to talk briefly, just to give you some information about foods and superfoods in particular. Superfoods have become very trendy over the past 10 or 15 years, and one of the most recent is kale. A lady I know, she says she doesn't eat kale because back on the farm they fed it to the pigs. And so, well, I can understand that. But kale is very nutritious. It's in the brassica family, along with things like cauliflower and broccoli and Brussels sprouts. They all have a particular group of compounds in them that are very good for us and thought to be to stop the proliferation of cancer cells. Healthy food. Just a simple thing you can do with kale. This is just an experiment for you, and I was told about it, so I gave it a try. Is just take a big leaf or two of kale, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese over it, and put it in the oven to bake. Now, it cooks fairly quickly, but it's kind of crispy and delicious, and it's just a kind of fun way to eat kale. If you want to have fun with kale, that's the thing you can do. It also stir fries really well. But you know, when things get put into superfood categories, often the price goes up. Fortunately, kale's been around long enough and it's fairly abundant. But other things that have come along, like acai berries and goji berries and all sorts of things from faraway exotic places. Well, an acai berry is far more expensive than a blueberry, for example. But an acai berry is blue, so it has those similar compounds. It also has a high vitamin C content, so it's not that different. But it's been labelled as superfood, and it puts it into a higher price point, if you like. The reality is, if an apple or an orange or pear or a strawberry were discovered today in some remote valley and brought to us, they'd probably cost $10 each because they'd be labelled as superfoods. Can you believe how much nutrition is bound up in this? Pretty much all our fruits and vegetables in their own right are superfoods. And so we want to bring them into our diet. But my little pre-challenge challenge to you would be to find something that you don't usually eat. It could be something obscure like a Jerusalem artichoke, which you just peel and you just boil it up and then slice it, and it's pretty tasty. It's not amazing, but it's tasty. See, when I grew up, I didn't like vegetables. I'd try to feed peas and beans to the cat, and the cat would never eat them. I'd roll the peas along the floor, and then I realised in hindsight I wasn't fooling anybody. But as an older adult, I like vegetables, but I would rave about them, but I know they're so important in my diet. The problem is we are geared nutritionally to really like salty, sweet, fatty flavours. And so things that just have these slightly more blander flavours or slightly on the astringent end of things, they can be a bit of a challenge. So find something you don't normally eat, maybe something in the greens area, and incorporate it into your diet. Just try it and see what you can do with it. Go online and find an interesting way to cook it. So there's a little challenge to you. We'll be contacting you soon. We'll be sending you more snippets of information. Thank you. I'm Ian Newton, and myself and Dr. Sue Newton. We look forward to going on a 30-day journey with you and just seeing what you can discover about yourself and for yourself. Thank you.